So today's date is Friday, the 15th of May, 2026. The time now is 1:32 p.m. So basically, I need you to understand, guys, that you know, I'm gonna build a small council. I'm gonna have councils in my constitution, and I'm gonna do this properly. They're not manor houses, but if someone needs a bed, a place to stay, you need someone to stay. So gonna have immediate statement just next to the council. Not in the not next to the council, like somewhere like 5 miles out, something like that. Five, or no, not 5 miles out. I'm thinking about informally, but 15 meters out. I don't think that that's even making sense to me even. But okay, let me think about it properly. So basically, the video I was gonna make was on two things: dimensional game theory and five senses. So basically, we have found a way to teleport sounds, scent, scent is basically 10 sense. So what people smell, it's like that, but that's teleportation because you get to teleport through digital encoding of smell. So the next one is taste and touch. Taste and touch. What does something taste like? What does something feel like? Dimension game theory is what I'm trying to do. So basically, this is the heartful, and heartfelt. It's like it sounds counterintuitive. It doesn't sound counterintuitive to me. But what I'm trying to express is that when something refers to a human, we have five senses. When a computer system knows that through these five senses, you're gonna have a way to address systematically. You will never violate it because you understand what is there. So it's like if your human is violated by a computer machine, doesn't understand sensory infrastructure or sensology. I say what sensology, not making sensology. Sensology. The problem is still is that so after listening to my YouTube channel, but I'm expressing that sensology, S for Sarah, E for Echo, N for November, S for Sarah, O for Oscar, F for Romeo, O for Oscar, G for Gold, Y for Yankee. It's literally sensory infrastructure, sensology, like having your five senses preserved by a computation of so your human rights are preserved by a computer machine. They can't see us, out of this glass. Just walking, they can't see us. But they know we're in here. So that's just the glass, basically. So think about it like basically dimensional game theory. I'm trying to develop algorithms that use dimensional game theory to formalize how senses are transported through a medium. And capturing what is a sense digitally as a waveform. So my computer can preserve it. So dimensional game theory, we use it to capture a waveform, which is a digital waveform or a digital and analog waveform as signals of sense. Basically you go analog waveforms, which are working curves, and I'm trying to use I'm going to model a curve, which is a Brackenstone descent as formulas. That Brackenstone equation, Brackenstone equation of sense to model how five senses are captured in a system, so the system can preserve the human rights, the nature of human rights, so it can be human rights system or human rights nature. So it's like that. So you're gonna have if your computer can understand that you have five senses, you can never. It's not meant to violate those five senses. You can strike out the computer, rule out the computer as the one and four. One is a sensory violation. So when you get so basically, I'm trying to use preserve human rights with this framework. So you're gonna have five senses. So you're gonna have stability rights too. So a plus b to the power of a times b. When you're disabled, the binary system has options for half a right. Bionic systems open for half a right. But that's basically a plus b. You're gonna have five senses you can act on, five senses you can't act on, five senses you can observe, and five senses you can't observe. That means you can't know or observe. First thing you can know, first you can ask the question you can't know if you can't at all. But right now I'm still on the council and I'm looking for housing. So I'm trying to find housing in the council. And if I can't find housing, I have to find a suitable place to live for myself. They wouldn't give me a two-bedroom property, but I'm not trying to two-bedroom property. On something that's suitable for me. So, if it's a one-bedroom property and it's all outside, it's not a bed set. Everything can't be inside in a bed set. I'm not having a bed set. No way. I'm not having a bed set. I need change of space. But this is something I'm thinking about. So the goal is to document the council's behavior. Second thing, so document the council's behavior of council, how the council works. So you can make your own council. For example, I see here a scheduling system. I don't get anyone involved. I don't really care. But I know I can record people, but I don't really care. So about recording them, I'm not interested in them. So I'm trying to record myself and flip this here. It should be capturing here. Let me just see. Review this here. Yeah. So basically, I'm number 200. I'm number 200. Number 200 is like literally my number here, so I am priority. But it's gonna be that have to be called first. So basically, you get a housing allocation, housing, temporary accommodation, contact management. But yeah, I'm number 200, so I'm in the queue, but I'm not sure in the queue. Yeah, this other list, so 200. Temporary commission allocated allocation housing, 200. That's me. On the bottom here, you see it's 100 here, 200 here. Basically, it's there on the bottom left of the screen. But basically, this is what schedulers do. So I'm trying to take this system and make my own schedulers that will give people housing. So people can get housing automatically. But people have to go and check the housing. So it will be kind of nice to have housing checked. But that's the idea of the housing infrastructure here. So that's the been. Could you help us improve our service at the rate of experience today? Scan the QR code is complete. That's it. So that's it here. So you're gonna have you're gonna have me. So basically I'm trying to perform a case study on the council. If they give me housing or not, I find a case study and the case study will allocate me housing. So the case study will be something that because I've been in Redbridge for so long, I'm a Redbridge, doesn't matter what they say. The first council that I was with was Redbridge. They took me under as a child, so they didn't have to do that. They have to be the one to allocate me housing. So that's the idea. That's the two things I'm trying to do. So sensology, not Scientology, because I changed it. I changed Scientology to Scientology. So the capture, develop algorithm via dimension game theory and sense sense and the sense of dimensions, sense operating dimensions, like hot code, planular dimensions, hot to cold, warm or hot to cold, hot to basically hot to lukewarm, luke hot, luke cold, to because of dimensions of sense. So so the goal is to have this formalized, but right now I can't do it because if I do it, I can start getting to it. I have to formalize it properly. So let me let me get out of place and formalize. Let me do my math work and formalize it properly before I get a house. But I'm doing a condo, and I need support from the council. So I need to find out my location of the condo. So if you go to my emails, I send them an email, and you should be able to address that email too. For the allotment. But I'm bringing allotment, I have an allotment place. Let me go see the allotment place. First, before I finish application, I'll finish the allotment application for allotment. So